Good morning, what's left of it, and welcome to Winnipeg. Welcome to At the Moment the Sun Isn't Shining Winnipeg, and they're predicting possible showers today. Okay, we got the weather out of the way. Okay, I did come back to the model table last night, and we're gonna have a little rollback. And some of you, I noticed, were looking at the shop card just above the clock there. We'll be talking about that on the rollback. Yeah, and also the decision that I have made about the rails that go on the top of the turrets. We'll talk about that on the rollback too. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to tell you about first thing here this morning, so I think what we should do is, without any further ado, roll back. You will recall that I was saying yesterday I was going to check the radar weather and see if it looked like there was going to be any showers, cropping up. Well, about 100 kilometers northwest of here, there were scattered showers here and there. They were sort of forming on the screen and then disappearing. So I thought, I'm going to go out and take a chance. So I was out, and I guess I was out for about an hour and worked my way all the way north to what we call Bird's Hill. And I noticed there was little raindrops on the front of my visor, just momentarily. And I looked around a little bit, and the clouds were pretty dark, but it didn't really look like rain. So I thought, I'm going to stay out. And I did. And it cleared up, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful afternoon, and I was out for a total of 2 hours and 19 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours and 19 minutes. Now, I don't know how far I went. I didn't push I didn't zero the trip odometer, so I don't really know, but I was going steady, except for stop signs and red lights, but I was going steady. I had a really good time, again, and, yeah. Anyway, when I got back, there was a surprise in the mailbox. Well, I guess it wasn't really a surprise because I did know what was coming. I just didn't know when. And, yeah, it's a shop card. And we're going to take a look at it. So let's go to the model table. Hey, Jeff, it just came. Thank you. Okay, here we are, Jeff. It made it all the way up to Canada. And I like your stamps. Let's see if I can get this so it's not reflecting light here. I'll reposition the camera. Very nice, Jeff. Thank you so much. Okay. I've just read several comments, well, a few anyway, regarding the from the last episode, regarding these little parts, and the comments go something like, "Why waste your time? Why waste your time on this?" And all I'm going to end up with is a kind of a mess. For something that is really hardly going to be noticeable. I think that the viewers are right that are making those comments that by the time I get this glued down, it's gonna look like sort of a gluey, gobby mess. I'm better off just having let's take this off here. Okay, move this over a bit. Because what I want to show you is that there is a row of rivets all the way along here that will, give detail. And I think that I'm not going to bother getting the rest of these. We will do the ladders. Oh yes, we will do the ladders. I seem to have pretty good luck with those. There's going to be 4 across the front and then 1 on each side. So there'll be like 6 ladders. That'll give it a little bit of detail. But as far as these go, I'm just not going to do it. I've made up my mind. Now I know I've got a sign in my spray booth that says, "Make no changes in the evening when feeling tired or depressed, that you can't change back in the morning after having a good rest." But this is not a case of I'm tired or cranky or depressed. It's a case of I'm realizing that I'm probably better off without these railings. I think there's some sort of handhold things, or they're definitely not the kind of railings that you would think of. It could be that the idea is that if somebody was on the top of the turret and the ship was rolling from one side to the other, and they started to slide, the railing would stop them, and they wouldn't go right over the edge onto the deck and break a leg or something. Okay, it's decided. We are not going to use these. I'm sorry. Okay, it's been quite a while since I've been at the model table this late. And what I've done here is I've got the rest of the ladders. And just in case I do change my mind in the morning, I kept the other little parts, and I can go ahead and find the rest of them on the fret. But I don't think so, and I'm feeling good about my decision. In fact, you might say I'm feeling relieved. Okay, yeah. We'll see you in the morning. Okay, it is morning, and I am still happy with the decision that I made. And so I guess I must have made the right one. Now, I'm going to glue these parts onto the turrets, but I was thinking that possibly before I do that, maybe I should do the panel line accent color down in the bottom of the life raft. So I thought what I'll try to do here is put it on very, very lightly. We'll stick the macro lens on and watch to see what happens. I know I should be putting flat clear flat clear on the bottom there, so that the panel line accent color might be more defined, but let's just see what happens here. I'm just gonna, where's that panel line stuff? I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I think I've got it shook up pretty good here. I'm not seeing any sludge on the bottom. I've noticed that this stuff shakes up really quickly. It doesn't seem to, cake on the bottom. Not like paint does. So, all right, let's put on our macro lens here, and we'll just zoom right in, and we'll just do this first one right here. Okay, I just want to darken it just a little bit here. Put it right in the middle and see what happens. I'd like it to go more to the outside, although that's not half bad. I wonder if I should leave it like that. No, I kind of like it to go right to the edge, but not seep up around and over to the outside. Oh, here we go. Oh, I touched it, I guess. I know that when we're looking really close like this, I'm probably not quitting when I'm ahead, if you know what I mean. All right. I think that once that dries, I don't know. Yeah, I think that once that dries, it's going to look okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the remaining 11 pieces and just quickly get them done. Turret number 1 here doesn't get anything glued onto it now until after it's painted, and then we glue on the 6 ladders. We'll be doing the same with the others as well. However, number 2 and number 3, we have to glue the gun tubs on before we spray them, and that should be fairly easy. One's going to go. I don't think this is a gun tub. This is some sort of a optical unit of some kind for the fire control, as near as I can tell. Now, I do believe that there's a right way and a wrong way for this to go. I'm just going to have to put my glasses on here so I can see what I'm doing. And this goes, I believe it goes, I'll have to check the manual. I don't have it here. It can go either this way or 90 degrees the wrong way, or 180 degrees the wrong way. So, guess we'll soon find out. Check the manual, Ron. Okay, I had it wrong. It goes this way. The flat part goes to the back. We'll recompose here and glue this on. There is pegs in the bottom there, isn't there? Oh yeah, here they are. There we go. All right, and the same thing with this one. It goes with the flat part, or not almost flat part, to the back. So we'll get it. We'll get it. Okay, let's recompose here and get these parts glued on. Now you'll notice that our little tub here is a little bit different on one side. Well, apparently this side that's a little bit wider on the top, it actually goes to the front. That's what I'm getting out of it anyway. And I suppose, because we've got a real flat surface going on there, I could probably use the quick setting. Oh, I'll use the extra thin here. Now I'm going to look straight down over top of it, just to make sure it's square. Okay, I think once that finishes melting, it's going to be all right. And maybe a little bit counterclockwise here. That's pretty good, as near as I can tell. Okay, now for this part here. Okay. It's a shame we're going to be covering those rivets up, isn't it? Well, I guess they had to do it that way because turret number 1, you'd want them exposed. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just put a right across the rivets there. I suppose I could be using oh, that's maybe a little bit too much, isn't it? Let's get it back over here. Okay, I think that unless it's being held up, you know, if it's being held up above the rivets because of these little flanges that are on by the optical units. Okay, let's just see what's going to happen here now. Sort of, if it feels right. I don't know. I don't think it's going to fall off. Let's see what it looks like on the back there. Let's push this down here. Maybe I should have been using a thicker glue. Sort of like gap filling, if you know what I mean. Because it's sort of riding on top of everything. It's not really, well, that's kind of gluing, isn't it? Maybe I should get the some of the Tamiya thick going over here. Although I think once that dries, it is going to be okay. It's not going to come off of there all by itself, that's for sure. Well, it's going to have to do. All right, now the other one. Okay, the pegs go in here and in here. We're just sort of doing a dry run. This one looks like it's going to be a little easier to do because it's not flat on the bottom. So maybe I should get the Tamiya thick and just put it along the bottom here. I think that's what I'll do. Just bear with me. Okay. Now remember, this is the one that drips. So we'll put it along here like this. Okay. Once again, I think that's going to be okay. This doesn't cure or dry as quickly as the other glue does, but maybe I can place it better like this. Use Tony's tweezers. Come on, drop in the hole here. There we go. Okay. I'm looking straight down on it again here. Try and get it square. Yeah, okay. Well, let's move on. I had thought that we might be painting these today with the 19. But at the moment, our weather that I wasn't going to talk about anymore is quite unsettled. I'm going to try and get out. If I can't, then what we are going to see that I do this afternoon will have to be in tomorrow's rollback. Yeah, I'm going to call it quits for today's episode. I did do the sunrise and time lapse this morning, and it's nothing special. Nothing special. It runs for about 2 minutes. You're welcome to watch it. Once again, there's some music that I don't remember having used before, so some people might like it, and some people might not. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.